Today, we're going to take a look at a pretty fun Jund Delirium deck. This is going to run a lot of tiny creatures, but it has some cool new ones that I'd like to play for the channel. So, if you're missing out, on ETB, you get to loot a card, and whenever it attacks, if we have Delirium, we get to have one creature have double strike. It can target itself, it can target something else, but basically we just like to make something large. That large thing could be a large Nethergoyf, or it could be a large Orcish Bowmaster's token, or it could be a DRC with flying and the must attack if able clause. So Fear of Missing Out, kind of a decent value card for a number of different ways. We do need to be in a situation where we can attack, so we have to control our opponent's board a little bit. We'll have 4 Fatal Pushes and 4 Thought Seizes to kind of work around that, and that will kind of be the game plan here. Now, we also have Malevolent Rumble here. This one is really good about giving out Delirium, because we're basically putting 3 into the graveyard for 2 mana, 2 of which is going to allow us to make some... It's going to allow us to make some non-permanent mana with this Eldrazi Spawn, and we get to find 1 permanent card that's going to set us up for turn 3. There's also Say Its Name. We get to mill 3 and then 1 creature from either the milled cards or that was just already in our graveyard can go back to hand. And then this has a cool other usage where if we have a total of 3 of these cards in the graveyard, we can exile them and put this dude onto the battlefield. Altanacta Thrice Called is just like an overcosted 7 mana 9/9, which is kind of funny to say because that is above rate. But you know, for kind of like a uncommon legend, he's just like okay. You get to draw one opponent's target it. It has trample, and it does have an ability if you draw it to be able to return something from the graveyard to the battlefield tap. So if we draw him, we can't really search him through Say Its Name, so that part kind of goes away. But if we do draw him, he can just be discarded for a land, one of our fetch lands or something, which feels good. So I think it's a decent card. We have this potential ability to search it onto the battlefield, but we will see. Now the other one that's cool is Omnivorous Flytrap on ETB or attack. If we have Delirium, we get to distribute counters among creatures, and then if we have Super Delirium or 6 or more card types, we get to double the 1/1 counters. So Orcish Bowmasters already comes in with counters. That feels pretty good, and that's the only one that really does that. But putting counters onto a DRC that can then be doubled with Fear of Missing Out feels really good. Also, putting the counters on Fear of Missing Out is good in general because this thing needs to be able to attack, so making it large is going to help out with that. So yeah, we have our things for ramp, we have our creatures to play and attack with, we have card draw from Mishra's Bauble, and then we have removal effectively in Thoughtseize and Fatal Push. Got a bunch of fun Jund cards here. Should be an interesting time here. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's hop into some cards from the new set. This episode of Full Control MTG is brought to you by Patreon and your viewership. If you want to support the channel financially, the Full Control MTG Patreon is the best place to do so. With a Shockland tier, you get access to videos as soon as they are recorded and edited. Don't wait to get your hands on another Full Control MTG deck list. Otherwise, it's your support for the channel that keeps me going. Thanks for being here and enjoy the video. Alright, let's go. Round 1. We have the Omnivorous Flytrap, and that's kind of all I wanted to do. Let's give it a go. I've been seeing quite a lot of Lurrus of the Dream Den lately. We will go Underground Mortuary here. Another Omnivorous Flytrap. I'm kind of down. Let's just put 2 Baubles out. We know that they are potentially a Lurrus deck, so let's just look at these 2 draws that are coming down the pipe. They do have a Thoughtseize, and that kind of feels bad. But at least we have 2 Omnivorous Flytraps to make work. Flooded Strand, I think that this is going to find a Watery Grave or a... Yeah, it's a Watery Grave. So we're probably Lurrus. I've been seeing a deck like this running around where it is at least blue-black, sometimes Esper, going for like Psychic Frog type things. We'll need to have Fatal Pushes in this matchup, I think. Fear of Missing Out, kind of a unfortunate one to lose here. We might need to just drop a Bowmasters as soon as possible. Hopefully we find a 3rd land in one of these situations. I could actually just go Malevolent Rumble. I mean, that does get me back my Fear of Missing... Oh, sorry, no, this is not the one. Malevolent Rumble could find me something good. And then it also makes sure that even if I don't get a land, I'm ready for Omnivorous Flytrap next turn. At the same time, opponent could just have like a Brainstorm or their own Bowmasters. Let's make sure that I have Overgrown 2 mana. We are shocking no matter what. And what'll it be? I think we'll do the Malevolent Rumble. Reveal top 4. Let's take this land. Alright, so the Flytrap can come down next turn. We have Delirium. That feels great. Now we just need to make the board wide. So this Bowmasters will be important to us. Alright. There goes the Flytrap. Seeing as they have a lot of card hate, I want to... Oh, they actually leave me with the Flytraps. That's interesting. Verdant Catacombs, let's rock with that. And then what colors are we going to want here? We need green, we need black. I think I'll shock an Overgrown Tomb. And then we would like to keep the 0-1 around so it can receive some whatchamacallits, counters. Alright, can attack for a 1-2. And we're actually really close to being able to double our stuff, which is great. Watery Grave, it's a Brainstorm on my turn. Missing my Bowmasters right about now. Alright, well, we're starting to amass a board. It feels nice. We're going to get our turn, apparently. So we have potentially double Thoughtseize. We can play a Thoughtseize and see what their move is. They go Bowmasters, fine. Our 1-2 is safe. Will there be anything else? There will not. Ah, it's Jace Valky. Okay. So we have to take the Jace. And so we're 5 of 6, right? What do we need? Artifact, creature, land, sorcery. We need instant, which we do not have access to. Alright, we're very close. We need a fatal push at some point. So if I go Omnivorous Flytrap now, that leaves one of my creatures to die. I think we will just consider attacking. Now, I think Say Its Name is going to be good here. I will keep this. This will allow me to get Bowmasters back. I could Goyf. Actually, the Goyf is not bad. We know it's just Otawara. There's a Valky coming down. I could also just play the Flytrap. Playing the Flytrap's not bad. That means the Valky sucks. Okay, we'll do this. We'll make some big Flytraps. Alright. Doing pretty good on our single creatures. So if they can't deal with... if they don't find like single target removal, we're in a great spot. So they likely need to block here. And then we get back, hopefully, a Bowmasters next turn to remove one of their creatures. Put a Mystic Sanctuary to the bottom. They're not interested in redrawing. So they saved their Bowmasters. We kind of want to kill that thing. We have a path to victory if we do. So Valky's not a great play. He's just a blocker right now. Their Luris is not playable. They'll take 2 turns to do it. And so I think we go Say Its Name. Get a Bowmasters. Play a Bowmasters. And see if they have removal. We now have access to 6. Otawara, send something back to hand. What are we doing? Yeah, channel Otawara. Okay. That feels bad. But I'll attack. I will choose 1-2. And that will be lethal. Alright, 6 counters. They go to -1. We win the game. Alright, Omnivorous Flytrap coming out strong. We're swinging here. Let's move to round 2. Here we are, round 2. Say its name. Into Omnivorous Flytrap. That's a thing. That means that we'll have, again, 2 creatures to work with here. And now we finally have a Fatal Push in case we're in one of these stupid mirrors where we have problems dealing with our creatures. Let's go early on the bobble. And then, since I know what I'm looking to get here, we'll go Bloodstained Mire. This Lightning Helix is a little bit worried. Whoops. Okay, well, I kind of got lucky with the land I accidentally chose here. That was a little awkward. I will need to shock the Stomping Ground, though. That means that I'll be able to Omnivorous Flytrap plus DRC, unless they Lightning Helix me. I think they're likely to not Helix me, I don't think. Ooh, now this is actually kind of interesting. Goyf and DRC. Goyf currently doesn't survive Helix. Is that true, actually? It's a instant. Yeah, no, this actually would survive the Helix, and this is the kind of thing that people get outplayed by, where they think that they're killing another Goyf, but in fact, before state-based actions are resolved, the Helix is in the graveyard growing it. So that's actually not a terrible idea. However, if I go say its name, then I have 4 mana next turn, which is Flytrap plus DRC or another Goyf anyway. So yeah, we'll just do this. Alright, creature or land card. I'm taking the Bloodstained Mire, worst case. Or we get another creature. I think I want a Bowmasters. Alright, cool. So we are looking like we have a good situation here. I actually realized that this is the wrong green card. Say its name is not what we were looking for. We see a Bolt get cracked off here, so they might actually just be like red-white aggro. Or red-white burn. Amped Raptor. Yeah, okay, this is just kind of like burn or something. Another Bolt to face. I'm glad they're getting those out of the way before my Bowmasters comes down. This is totally okay. Alright, so Fatal Push can kill Amped Raptor, but Bowmasters is just better at that. Alright, so we'll set up our board. We almost have Delirium, which is cool. If they play creatures, we have Fatal Pushes that hopefully get us over the edge with DRC. Roiling Vortex. Okay, we're not casting anything that is free. They technically are with Amped Raptor, so we'll have to see how that ends up working for them. Sure. We'll take some damage. A Bowmaster. So if we had a second black mana, I would go Bowmasters, another Goyf, but we do not have that, so I'm going to go Omnivorous Flytrap. And unfortunately, it won't be able to trigger yet, but on attack, hopefully next turn we will be able to. Alright. And yeah, hopefully we can draw another black source, because otherwise we are still doing just one spell a turn. Bolt to face, we go to 7, then to 4, then to 3 on our turn. We actually might be dead. That's kind of unfortunate. We'll need to mill heavily with Omnivorous Flytrap. Oh, and they actually are gaining some life with the bolts. That is a thing that's unfortunate. So we can go DRC, and then I think we have to just go Fatal Push on like our token. We must hit something. We could also target our DRC, I suppose. I think this is fine, though. Double Surveil. Can we hit something? Maybe we're dead, actually. Do they have another Lightning Helix? They do. Wow. All right, red, white, burn. It's still a thing you can play. Let's move to the next round. Here we go. This is round 3. Bowmasters is going to be our main play here, it looks like. We do have acceleration off of Malevolent Rumble, which I feel like is pretty solid. Try it. Kumano. Alright, so we are getting down and dirty real quick. Omnivorous Flytrap, we'd like to play that. Might look for that turn 5 or so. Ooh, Rahilda. Alright, what are we doing with this one? Deals combat damage, exile non-land card from their library. You may cast it. Alright. Any turn you attacked with a wolf or werewolf. Alright, so I got to try to kill her. I think that this Bowmasters is going to feel pretty nice then. We will pay 2 life for it. Could also have Malevolent Rumble be a start, and then I just block with the 0/1. That doesn't feel quite as good as doing the Bowmasters thing, though. Alright, wait till attacks. Oh, right, and she flips here, right? Double strike, exile non-land card. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's the same text both sides, except she just has double strike now. Sure, and she's bigger. Doesn't feel great, but whatever. So do I want to trade for this Etchings of Kumano? I think I will hold on that. I want to retain one creature here, or at least make them use a card from their hand. And they might have removal for my Bowmasters. Alright. Alright. Get to make my block, so I'll save myself 6 damage. And we'll take 2. Bone Crusher Giant. Alright. Well, I can go Malevolent Rumble plus a land into Bowmasters. Do I want a DRC or a Bauble? The Bauble will go to graveyard anyway. We're going to be 3 of 4. I think I want the DRC in hand. Say its name times 2 in the graveyard. That's something to note. So we shock Blood Crypt here. And then is it Bowmasters or DRC that we want to do? We're taking a lot of damage no matter what, though. Or sorry, it's 2 of 4 in the graveyard. Sorcery and Artifact. Verdant Catacombs next turn will be my play. I think that I need to just do the Bowmasters. Yeah, I can block with the 0/1, then play the Bowmasters, yeah. Yikes. Okay. This happens. So we'll be taking 6 here. Alright, we will Bowmasters in response. Target them. We could have a big next turn here. Let's see what happens next. We go to 7, which doesn't feel great, but we're hoping to have a big next turn, so. I would love to make... Oh, yeah, so they played 2 things this turn, so now she's just a 3/3 first strike. This, I would actually not hate to be hit with. Verdant Catacombs now. I'll have 4 mana. I can go DRC and Omnivorous Flytrap, but then we will not have Delirium. I just need to find one more Say Its Name. That would be really nice. That's my land. Yeah, so with things not having Delirium, that makes my life a little bit harder. I can fetch black mana here, go Flytrap DRC, or I could have double, or actually in general, I can have 2 Fear of Missing Outs. I'm likely just chump blocking here, though, so I think maybe I want the DRC to be the one that does it. Plus, Omnivorous Flytrap can trade with, or it can kill the Etchings, or bounce off the Bone Crusher Giant. Well, no, it can't because we don't have Delirium. Yeah, so let's take black. Then go DRC, Flytrap. Okay. Alright, and then definitely not attacking here. We pass. Kumano, that is going to hurt me. Alright, so how do we block this? We go bam, bam, bam. I think I don't want to go into bolt range. And a Bone Crusher Giant makes this all painful. All of my things go to exile. And do we have a survival play here? Well, Fear of Missing Out, I suppose, will get me most of the way there. Fear of Missing Out. Discards Fear of Missing Out. And then I pray that I hit Delirium now. Oh yeah, of course I do, because of Fear of Missing Out. Cool. Here's Omniverse Flytrap. So now we feel better. Now these things bounce off of us in combat. They'll have to have combat tricks. And then this Thoughtseize that puts us to 2 will not give us our Delirium. Okay, so they want some trades here. I will give them whatever trades they'd eventually like. Fear of Missing Out dies to the first strike, which sucks. Alright, well, we at least survived. And another Goyf is nice. Let's go. Another Goyf is big. We cannot allow them to hit us. Well, we can, but we're probably going to die. So we will not let that happen. We'll pass. And we're getting real close. If we can just find a Say Its Name, that would be really nice. Rag dashed. Crap. Well, we will eat. Well, not like that. We will eat. And if they have burn as their last card, we die. Oh, we actually get our turn back. And we can kill the etching. Alright. Did this all of a sudden get good? So we die to a Dash Dragavan, but we have Fatal Push. But we have the etchings there to not be able to do anything about. So we'll attack with the Flytrap. You know what? With that on the stack, do I have an instant in the graveyard? I do not. Okay, so had I attacked, we could have been in a great spot. I will not show it yet, but we have lethal next turn. All right, no more full control. All right, so dodge Dash Dragavan here. Maybe they just have a Bone Crusher Giant and we can win. Oh, well, it's not that we can win, but we can clear their board. Crusher. Attack. No attack. Alright, so do we Fatal Push now? I actually don't know anymore. If they block, or if they don't bother blocking with the Crusher, then that's really bad. We can Fatal Push the Etching, force them into a block, leaving whatever their last card was in hand that they didn't play, which means that it's probably a creature. I think that if I attack all in, this will become a +1, +4, so 8, and then +3. 8 + 9 is more than their life total, so they would need to block with the Bone Crusher. I will Fatal Push. Just save a little bit of mana, I guess. Malevolent Rumble. Alright. Fear of Missing Out is good. I think that's going to be my play. So now we have a blocker. We have multiple blockers. We have Fear of Missing Out. We discard the Thoughtseize. We draw land. That land is going to most likely kill us if we do anything. We will just basically do the split here. As planned, that is 18 damage. They must block. They'll take 8 still. And they need to rip clean damage here. Alright. Well, we've come pretty far here. It comes all down to this next draw. Did they find it? A land gets me with Ramunap Ruins. It's a Kumano that puts me to 1. And we take it. We dodged everything that we needed to. And we get to take round 3 as a result. Pretty sweet. I'm happy for it. Let's go to round 4. Here we are. Let's go. It's round 4. We can cast the cards in our hand. And there's some other growths that could get quite big. I like it. They're on the play. I'm not a huge fan of that, though. All right. Interesting choice here. Let's see if a DRC is going to be a problem for them. Our mana is going to be a little awkward on turn 2. We can't play 2 Nethergoyfs. And we will need to shock. We don't need to shock necessarily, but I think we are probably going to. Black and red or black and green. The green will be acceleration, but we will only need it one at a time, whereas red we will need to have. Goyf, Bauble. Looks like we're playing a Belcher deck, though, which is maybe a scary situation. Another land, dang. I don't need another land right now. No worry that we're going to end up in Delirium territory yet, so I will wait on the draws. How does opponent kill me here? They're very clearly a Belcher deck. Cathartic Reunion. I see Ironcrag Feet and Path of Negation. So what is the green for? Maybe they play Mana Dorks? IDK. Alright, well, let's take the draw. Gotta imagine they have Belcher in hand here, and I think we're looking pretty slow unless we get a bunch of Nethergoyfs going. The Flytrap is not going to hit Delirium yet, and that's tough. Alright, fear of missing out. Landland Artifact. If I had another fear of missing out, that'd be really good. It's just a creature. Yeah, I'd have to fear of missing out and then fatal push something. What if I fatal pushed my own Nethergoyf? Well, that can happen no matter what, actually. So you go fear of missing out. Actually, no, the Nethergoyf will be bigger. So I go fear of missing out, discarding one fatal push, then I fatal push my DRC. Puts me to 3. Then let me make sure this is exactly correct. Yeah, we don't have a creature here, so then we go fatal push on Goyf or on DRC. We get to surveil here. Do we want to Orcish Bowmasters in the graveyard or in hand? I think this is fine to be in the graveyard currently. We are looking for green ramp. Okay. So we still get a decent attack here, and now if Fear of Missing Out can go ham or do this Omnivorous Flytrap thing, we actually could be in a good situation here. Like we go Omnivorous Flytrap, put both on Goyf. 6 times 2 plus the 2 is 14. We'll be at 1. And they clearly have not demonstrated a Belcher kill on the following turn. Alright, we might make this work. Shock. Alright, so now that's kind of annoying. We will surveil. Put this back. And so now my situation with Flytrap changes. We go Bauble, we go Flytrap. We're going to put everything on Fear of Missing Out now. Alright, and then we attack. We choose the smaller creature. They basically messed up with that block. They need to block Fear of Missing Out because that's actually an 8-power creature. Alright, and then we'll let them draw. They have to kill me now. It's Ironcrag Feet. Let's look at the top of their library. And I think they have me from here. Alright, well, that's the game of the Belcher here. They will take me down in round 4, right at the end. Well, you know, I've played enough Belcher to know that when you are in this situation, it feels pretty nice to do what they just did. I want to do a quick scan of their library to see if there's any reason to do green other than for just the Mana Dorks. Me in particular, I do like red, but only as a splash, so I'm kind of surprised to see this. Oh crap, I missed the pop-up for the revealing of their deck, but you know, it is what it is. Red-green Belcher, apparently it gets games. Let's go to round 5 though and try for one more Omnivorous Flytrap and Delirium in general victory. Alright, last round. Let's try to make it good. This time we do actually have our green ramp in play. I do like this. Verdant Catacomb, Shock of Blood Crypt. Go Goyf into one of these two. Probably Rumble. Just strictly better, except for if we're trying to do say its name. Once upon a time, what kind of creatures are we looking at here? Arboreal Grazer, so this is Primeval Titan, I think. So we will have to go fast. Wow, and Flare of Cultivation. Yikes. If they have Garenbrig here, that is looking tough for me. So, Catacombs. We know that we need to go just as fast as them. We will get... We're going to have access to one red here. I think Overgrown Tomb Fetch is fine. Here's Goyf. Here's Bauble. Do we want to Bauble for this next card in hand? No, I think we want to figure out after we get the knowledge from their turn what the next play is going to be after this one. Heath. They don't have a creature, so they can't natural order. Lush Portico. Alright, good. We'll get to see... They kept. Okay, so we need to know what we need to be prepared for here. Oh. Okay. Gate to Manorborn is the search. Okay. So now it's on top of their library. They have a natural order, so they're looking to make a creature next turn, which they will not immediately have, unless they have Kelney Garden in hand. Alright, we got a draw. We got a second draw. We will do Malevolent Rumble things then, or we could Bowmasters. Next turn we'll have three. Next turn we can functionally just play 2 spells with Malevolent Rumble, so I want to have Bowmasters ready to go then. We will lose 1 damage on Malevolent Rumble, but we'll gain 1 because the Bowmasters will be out. Alright. And we have the potential to blow them out for card draw, though I don't think they're going to do anything. So we know with any green creature on the battlefield... Oh, they could definitely natural order right now. Okay, thank God it's just a Seek. Alright, here's Bowmasters. We have to go fast. They're going to be able to make a bunch of tiny little creatures. They have 5. They're going to be able to make 4? No, they have the snow-covered land. So they'll be able to bring 2 Field of the Deads in. That will be 4 zombies. Alright. That's not good. I'll move to my turn. We have to hit hard here. Stomping Ground. Malevolent Rumble into whatever we find. I will likely need to shock no matter what, so we will play it after the fact. Altanak is here. He's uncastable for a long time. I think it has to be Fear of Missing Out. We're now at 4. Alright, so... Whoops. Got a shock in. Okay. So we're at 6. What will we discard? We'll discard the Surveil land. Another Bowmasters is good. We attack in, but they're going to have a Prime Time next turn, or a Primeval Titan. That sucks. I don't know if I can recover through that. Oh, they actually just had it from hand. Wow. Didn't even need the natural order. Alright. Oh, actually they did it prior to dropping their Snow-Covered Forest. They can only get 4 zombies. Yeah. Oh, no, it's 2 zombies. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Alright. Well, they get the other 2 through the Field of the Dead. That's fine. Yikes. Yeah, so this is how they go wide and take me out here. So I can Blood Crypt. I can Bowmasters, try to kill something. Yeah, not looking great. Do I have an instant in the graveyard? I do not. So this Fatal Push does grow me a bit. And I guess Fear of Missing Out. That could be the other place. So Fear of Missing Out, discarding the Fatal Push gives me a larger Nethergoyf. Say its name. Could be some more mill, but we're reaching maximum mill ability. And we only have 1 Say Its Name plus Altanax in the graveyard. I guess it's Bowmasters kill the Kami. We'll do this. Discard the Fatal Push. We could have found Teamer Battle Rage or something. Bowmasters. Do the thing. That means that we can attack with... Well, we actually can't really attack, which is the awkward part. We actually needed a DRC. The the evasion in the air would have been really strong here. So Primeval Titan then, that's going to attack this turn. Can't really do much about it. They get 2 more Field of the Deads. And then I think, unfortunately, we've just been a little bit too slow. The opponent will take us here. Now, that's not necessarily to say that we can't get a Flytrap out. Flytrap doubling on our Orc army could be a thing. We have to trade ineffectively for this Primeval Titan, though. Yeah, Natural Order for another one. Oh, hoof. That'll do it. That is a super huge overrun. Opponent will take us out here in the 5th and final round. Well, I think overall we got to see some fun things with the Flytrap. It was a cool deck to play, but unfortunately not going to have the highest win rate here in Timeless as we get taken out here in round 5. If you want to try the deck list for yourself and make your own adjustments to it, do try the deck list out in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you guys in the next one.